Hello. Hello. Okay. Audio working. Good. Good, good. Good evening, people. Rebel base. Oh! Yeah, we just came out of it. Okay. Steady. So, um, hmm. Solid demolition instead is used to determine additional damage dealt by area of attacks. Second attack in the turn deals 17% more damage. Yep. Pascal, what do we have for you today? No, today is going to be semi-chill, fucking annoying flyer like usual, and we are just going to take it chill. Um, we are going to take it chill. We are then going to literally just fix the things for today, and just set off and start exploring the things we have in the system. Willpower. Okay, so what do we actually have for you that we want to do? Well, under the effect of enemy navigator powers ally, enemies have reduced armor. Veil of protection, allies under effect they gain more armor. Whenever the navigator uses a power, navigator power reduced to veil degradation. Yeah. Henrik's willpower, I think. Into sanguine. Whenever an effect applies by the psyker, increase the damage suffered by the target. Okay. Enemy adjacent. Warrior crit damage is increased by 10% against. Yeah, no. Okay. Fellowship bonus. You have actually 7 plus fellowship. You have 8 plus fellowship. Okay, fair enough. Do we have a new staff for you? No, not really. 120 dodge. Okay, fair enough. 99% dodge. 85% dodge. Okay. Why don't you have shoes on? Increase the fire rate by 1. Each time an enemy is killed, perplexed, inflict on all enemies in 2-cell radius. Yeah, let's go with that. Persuasion, demolition. Where do we have it? Where do we have it? Well, where, what? That is just tech use. Okay. I thought we had something. Didn't we pick up demolition burst damage now stacked with demolition damage or something like that? Oh. You like a beaky helmet. Yes, you do. You like a beaky helmet. Bonus, bonus. No, I can't find it. Which is kind of sad. I was hoping to actually make use out of that. Yeah, no, I can't find it. Okay, so where were we? Did we start building here? Don't really want to do that. Holy munitions. Yeah, sure. Building here already, building here, building here. That is finished. Okay. What is it we are building? A Spalican, blocks, mechanical trade, improves the reputation there. That one is a good one, honestly. I'm looking at this and it's just like half of the fucking things just eats people. And that's the thing that we were so lacking before. Okay, let's have a look here. Let's have a looky here. We're warning.
a mysterious sickness struck the clan living in one of the macro cannon chambers. The disease quickly spread, causing the afflicted to writhe with unbearable stomach cramps and expire after several days of agony. Before the officers could react, the neighboring clans took the issue into their own hands and flooded the chamber with carbon monoxide. The macro cannon was put back into service and the vigilantes were punished for subjecting the rogue traders' servants to mob justice.
Grant 10% damage and 20 temporary wound every time you use your origin ability. Okay, that's actually good. Floggy has been... That needs... Sacred Comment. Crucible and Praising Muse. Okay. Secret Lair, Xenotech. Yep. Praising Muse. Praising Muse. Okay. Plasteel and Adamantite. Pure blood. Yep. Orbital Shipyard. I am reluctant to actually get that one. Providing more. Okay. Everything here requires people. I don't like that. Mechanisms. Unforeseen event, Ice World. Let's visit this. We had a few events when we went through last time, and actually we're missing some stuff. Let's go resource Prometheum. I'm still good on Prometheum.
According to the ancient chronicles and maps handed to you by the Pilgrim, this icy planet used to be a prosperous imperial colony. However, a sharp change in its trajectory, brought upon by the warp anomaly raging in the system, caused the world to distance itself from the local star. In less than a decade the planet's surface was completely encased in ice, sealing a wealth of machines and artifacts of the Imperium inside a glacial tomb.
We have an auger anomaly here as well.
Rogue Trader, please accept my report in person. It concerns criminal collusion among the senior officers. They will also be present to be able to answer the charges.
Criminal collusion?
I would prefer not to divulge details over Vox. It could be overheard by those who will have to stand before you and answer for their actions.
I'll see you
on my way.
delay. Is it Jay? Is it Jay Hadrin now? Might be.
Rogue Trader, I hold the 3 senior officers accountable for the misconduct I have uncovered as part of my investigation. I allege that the ship's crew is full of wanted criminals. Do you refute the charge, Janris Danruk?
The High Factotum stares at the arbitrator with uncharacteristic coldness.
What are you insinuating, esteemed Proctor? Heretics on board the ship of the Emperor's Anointed are a threat to the whole Imperium. If anyone knew of this and failed to report it, punishment will follow. Isn't that right, Voxmaster?
Vigdis does not react in any way to the arbitrator's words.
I do my duty honorably and will obey the Lord Captain's will, whatever it may be.
Instigation, didn't I tell you not to involve Solomon in proceedings on the bridge?
That is correct. I merely examined the data obtained by the Voxmaster and the High Factotum. I have uncovered a scheme involving all three of them. It is coordinated by the Voxmaster, who buries incriminating facts about Voidsman on your ship in the depths of the archives. Janris, Danrik and Raver turn a blind eye to the sordid pasts of the new recruits and divvy up the workforce that has come into their possession. This is a completely insane accusation. We are not bringing criminals into the crew intentionally. Of course we're not. I'll admit that we do not try to hunt down every biographical fact about each Voidsman who sets foot on board, but only because that would be a hopeless endeavor.
Danroke falters for a moment.
But none of us had any intention of populating your ship with heretics.
Are we taking fugitive criminals into our crew?
Sort of.
Janris clears his throat, shuffling from foot to foot.
Sometimes they slip through the net because we don't have information from local wardens. Sometimes we're forced to overlook an unsightly past for the sake of acquiring niche specialists. Even common smugglers, for instance, often turn out to be quite an asset on Raver's crew.
We do draw a line, however, at even a whisper of genuine heresy in a Voidfarer's past.
Vigdis raises her gaze to you.
I'm sure you realize, Lord Captain, that smuggling and false cultism are both heresies in the eyes of the law, for they transgress his word, but one is far more dangerous than the other, to put it bluntly.
Why have you kept this from me?
The officers exchange glances.
We did not intend to hide it from you. Lord Captain Theodora did not deign to involve herself in so trifling a matter as replenishing her workforce. She was only interested in ensuring that there were no interruptions in the running of the ship. We have always handled crew appointments on our own, without your lordship's involvement.
Why not hire people from the lower decks?
Raver lets out an uncertain chuckle.
What our esteemed master helmsman meant to say is that those unfortunates are only suitable for menial labor. It is simply impossible to find qualified voidsmen in the numbers we require.
So my accusing senior officer in front of the whole bridge. I've heard enough.
The assembled officers look at you in anticipation of your decision.
The rogue trader put a stop to recruiting fugitive. First round flagship lance weapon deal 3+ damage. Okay. Officers' commendations, the rogue trader is trust. Okay. What would you do in my position, Solomon?
Your senior officers currently hold too much power, it has corrupted them. If you do not punish them now, they will lose their fear of you. Curtail their powers, force them to write reports on the tasks they complete and to account for every decision they make. That way you will be able to monitor the situation. And yes, I recommend whippings to enforce order.
No, I'm satisfied with the way things are. There are continue your effort for the good of the dynasty.
Thank you, your lordship.
Raver and Vigdis silently bow to you.
Lord Captain.
Do the word epitaph, incident, backblight mean anything to you? You're connected to Theodora somehow?
No, definitely not. No, I don't recall anything like that. Lord Captain.
To what do I owe this visit?
Heinrichs politely inclines his head in response.
Broke free the bold from captors grasping. Dark cities, feeble dungeons, eternal eternally disgracing, flows now this saga in the hall of glorious feasting, where all extol the wolf mighty and the yet fatter cunning. I hope you're not going to put off the feast. Our escape demands a grand celebration.
What are you planning to do with your newly acquired freedom?
Find my pack. As we speak, they are likely performing some bloody service for Calcazar. For that reason, I want to have a word with the Inquisitor. Fenris Hjulda.
Okay.
Greetings.
Okay, she doesn't have anything more to say either. Okay. I'm thinking of what to actually the first objective should do. Should be here, honestly.
Yet another world is burning before your eyes. It is covered in geysers. Now that you know what to look for, your augurs easily locate traces of the mysterious underground constructions. The meticulous work of it looks like the builders from the flame used hereditary bacterial structures to record information. They reveal the builders considered burning worlds as the most fit for habitation, yet they went extinct shortly after the Exodus, perhaps unable to adapt to the harsh realities of life outside their stellar home. Their civilization left a wealth of unique technologies.
Yeah, so we got that. Okay, good. Nothing there.
Lord Cap, I think it would be reasonable for Magus Pasquale to take a look at him as well.
What's going on? What's going on? Urgent passage. Our enforcers arrested a dangerous saboteur attempting. What is unusual about the saboteur, the way he was captured?
The thing is, Lord Captain, the saboteur is most definitely a tech priest. He found his way aboard the ship and penetrated all our security systems with staggering ease. Both his ability to communicate with machine spirits and the combat potential of his augmentations are extraordinary. Nevertheless, the enforcers managed to capture him. During the arrest, the intruder, he offered no resistance at all. Instead, he asked for an audience with the great machine spirit. When he realized that the enforcers had no idea what he was talking about, he asked to meet with you. This infiltration of a rogue trader's ship operated by authorized engineers casts doubts on my tech comrade's stability. If he is indeed my tech comrade, that is. Regardless, I request permission to communicate with the captive.
Very well, I will speak with
Understood,
him.
Lord Captain.
Okay. Yet again, random shit keeps happening and goals are hard to... You notice that in the beginning of every act, there's always continuous things happening. And it seems to be hidden triggers on the rest of the things that kind of makes it so...
The group of servitors, whose movements are suspiciously... The captured man, if he can be called that, looks positively gigantic next to the enforcers at his side. Deadly-looking metal gleams dimly beneath his faded crimson robes. His hands are folded obediently, and his mechadendrites are perfectly still.
I greet the master of this vessel cathedral and offer my humble apologies for this unbidden intrusion. My apologies to you as well, brother.
The interloper inclines his head in the direction of the frowning Pasquale. Then the prisoner turns slightly and looks straight at No Moses' observing servitors.
And of course, I must beg forgiveness from you, Great Spirit. It was not my intent to desecrate your temple.
Before I accept your apology, tell me, who are you and why have you infiltrated my ship? It's an honor. I honor the fraternity of the Omnissiah's servant. It pains me to see you trespassing on board like a thief instead of arriving as a guest.
The giant's shoulders shift slightly.
For that, I apologize as well. I did not expect to find understanding amid the suffocating ignorance that abounds within the laity, and even many of my brethren. For this reason, I chose to carry out my mission in secret and without seeking your permission. My name, if it matters, is Asclepius. Formerly a computator general of the Cognizance fleet, now a liber recluse with the status of Malatak. Malatacs are exiles whose ideas have not crossed the line of heresy yet have come close to it. They are removed from the fleet's structure to give them a chance to see the folly of their ways, and prevent sedition from spreading.
Pasquale's voice sounds unusually alarmed.
All of that is trivial. My past is nothing but a set of archive data. My lost status is a part replacement string in the long chronicle of the Cognizance fleet. I come not as the priesthood's messenger, but as a faithful disciple of the most holy Amarnat. My brother once served as the engine seer prime on this ship.
Asclepius gestures around him reverently.
He was an adherent of the school of discontinuing the cycle, as am I. It has spread that far.
It is difficult to discern Pasquale's emotions from his tone.
I know that my brother perished. But before he did, he sent me a message that told of a journey embarked upon by Theodora von Valancius. A journey through a dimensional gate, an artifact more ancient than humanity itself, and toward worlds unknown. The blessed Amarnat was with her. There, upon those dark worlds, he witnessed a great miracle, the birth of a machine spirit of incalculable might. My brother believed that this spirit then fell aslumber within this ship like a child in a cradle, not responding to lowly pleas. That was the purpose of my pilgrimage, to reach the ship where my brother died, the ship upon whose decks the blessed Amarnat had walked, and prostrate myself before the Great Spirit.
Emma traveled on this ship?
Yes, he did. My brother's words on this were clear. Years ago, Amarnat was part of rogue traitor Theodora's inner circle, before their ways parted.
Tell me more about Theodora's journey.
My knowledge of it is scarce. My brother suspected that his memory, along with the memory of all who might have known the details, had been purposefully modified. He saw it as a sign that the journey had revealed a great truth, and there were those who did not wish to see that truth brought to light. All that he conveyed to me was that Theodora had reached worlds unlike any the people of the Coronis expanse had ever seen. There, she unearthed a great treasure of technology, one that Amarnat had the privilege of experiencing.
What do you know about this great spirit?
It is a great miracle, the Omnissiah's breath meant to help us discontinue the cycle. It was born of the treasure that Amarnat and Theodora discovered upon the dark worlds. Yet even a being so glorious needs attendants and guides. And as long as the Cognizance fleet is racked by schism and my brothers and sisters suffer defeats without end, there is no one to aid the spirit. That is why I came here.
Okay. Does the name Nomos mean anything to you?
Nothing. He has not come to know us yet. He will if you let him, Harold. We know. We sense that his words are about us, that the story he has told is our story.
You are strong, yet you let yourself get caught.
I took a vow that I would never inflict physical harm upon lay people. The Omnissiah grants us the power of the true flesh for a purpose other than damaging the frail and blind creatures that are all who have not yet tasted his knowledge. Whatever it is. As will I, and yet I plead that my brother be shown leniency. His story. Initial Ices thought. We ask you to keep him for us.
No Moses servitors speak up suddenly, in the faintest of whispers.
Find you guilty of offense against a crown. Not from the lesson. Your crime and punishment more so. You will atone by serving me and therefore the Imperium. Yep.
I could not ask for more. All I wish is to remain in these halls and observe in reverence the Great Spirit's deeds. Let the cycle be discontinued.
No Moses servitors turn their heads to you, and not all at once, in what can be interpreted as an expression of gratitude.
Talk to Nomos. No, we're not talking to Nomos. We are actually exploring the system. Plan is to get to Kiwagama. Okay, so recall your spot. Yeah, we're visiting. I want to see if anything has changed with this, because that's where we... Yeah, that's where the scavenger group was.
The former Recolager colony greets you with Vox silence. It would seem the ship has been deserted in the time you have been gone.
Order the crew to dismantle the vessel down to the last cog.
The workers and servitors hastily flood the empty decks. Your people will need time to fully dismember the old ship, but until then, this forgotten chunk of metal belongs to the von Valancius dynasty.
Okay. We fixed that as well. We're moving up in this world.
Lord Captain. Victus's Vox distorted voice sounds even more mechanical and detached than normal. The Lady Navigator has been waiting for you on the bridge for half a watch cycle now. You see, because of her presence, the officers...
Okay. That might be the start of her quest.
Lord Captain?
Cassia clasps her hands together. You can sense an air of cold aloofness about her.
We must speak. Now.
Cassia takes a few anxious steps around the study, then says reservedly.
I have given much thought to all that has happened. And, to us. Perhaps you do indeed have feelings for me. Perhaps I have feelings for you in turn. But we...
She falters.
We are not meant to become something more. A time will come when my duty to house Orselio will call upon me. And you have already been summoned to do your duty to the God Emperor and your protectorate. Would it not be better, then, if we ended things now? Before it is too late. If I truly am dear to your heart, you will understand.
A tense silence hangs in the air, and Cassia turns away to hide her emotions.
You said there was anything between us in the first place that have been toying me, nothing more. You're right. Our feelings, liability, but whole House Valerio, Monmorensis protectorates are benefiting from the dynastic alliance. What say you to that? Is renouncing one's duty truly the only way to be with another person? Is that what you truly want? It's already too late for me, I cannot bear it. Is that what you truly want?
Cassia trembles, opens her mouth, and even moves her lips, but the words refuse to come out.
This, I have said so already.
Lady Cassia, have I upset you in some way?
No, that's not it. I just...
I have not been convinced enough in expressing my feelings to you. I respect your wishes, Lady Cassia. If you think we must end our relationship here, then so be it.
Her tightly pressed lips part in a reserved smile.
Thank you for your understanding, Lord Captain. You have been a paragon of gallantry, just like the dutiful warriors in the books I loved reading so much. How cruel it is that life is nothing like a story with a happy ending.
Still smiling mirthlessly, Cassia nods and walks away.
Did she just leave the crew? Nope, she's still there. Okay, fair enough. Do you have anything to say?
Words cannot describe how boring the... I haven't...
Solomon.
Rogue trader. You know where...
Okay. So we hit Kibagama right now. That means we can actually boost to footfall fairly quickly. Limit of proximity, fallen sentinel prime. Okay.
The Vox Master's puzzled voice distracts you from your duties. My apologies, Lord Captain, but I have just been delivered an urgent report. Cargo Bay 73G has received some unusual cargo, if one can call it that. The crew considered disposing of it, but did. The cargo itself is weaponry, intricate blades made of bones and living flesh. Those weapons. They keep repeating your name, Lord Captain, and claim in their moans that you saved them from Comora. Next to them, the crew found a strange horned mask of Zeno's origin. What are your orders, your lordship?
The way the flash peak it rhymes by any chance. What was the Xenos? Was there a Xenos in a flashy cloth speaking in rhymes by any chance?
Victis falls quiet for a moment, either processing what she just heard or making enquiries through other Vox channels. Eventually, the Vox comes to life again. No, your lordship, and I doubt that such a conspicuous character could have slipped by unnoticed. I will inform you if the crew reports seeing anyone like that.
That damn Xenos deceived me. Throw this cargo out of the airlock.
I will see to it, your lordship. I dare not disturb you any longer.
That was all the people, presumably, that we tried to save in Komora.
Lord Cap'n, the ne'er-do-wells from the Augur crew are reporting we've reached the Nola Septum system where a promethium refining hive, Santiel's Pride, is loca. Bend my mother over the golden throne. The transmission ends abruptly and resumes with a loud click several moments later. Emperor preserve us, Lord Cap'n, the entire system's darker than the inside of a Grox's ass. The local star, it's not there. Stars do not vanish from the sky without a reason. The same villains may be at work here as in the Rykard system. Lord Captain, Santiel's Pride is an object of strategic importance to the Korda dynasty. It alone covers the promethium needs of their entire protectorate. It is not difficult to figure out what happened. The damned Xenos had their work cut out for them, but, by the throne, they succeeded. This does not mean we can leave the important strategic assets for them to plunder. I suggest we do House Korda a favor and salvage the remains of their promethium. Another system is missing its star. You hear a quiver of outrage in Heinrich's voice, followed by a deep exhale. We need to see if there are Xenos on that frozen world and, should our suspicions be confirmed, exterminate them. If you disagree, let me remind you that the protectorate of one of the rogue traders of the Coronus Expanse has lost several billions of its subjects. Can you be certain that the same won't happen to Darganus? Or another of your worlds? Forgive me, Shireen, but I refuse to believe that among the billions of Korda's subjects, there wasn't at least a handful of desperate souls still trusting in the Exalted One's providence, clinging to life. Who will become their salvation if not you? Thank you for your comprehensive report, Raver. Victis takes over the channel, her vexation showing only in the force with which she clicks her vox. Apologies, Lord Captain. As the esteemed Master Helmsman just stated, the Augur crew is troubled by the anomalous absence of a star at the heart of the system. As for the Hive world, I'm afraid it is forever lost to the Imperium, as are the lives of billions of its children.
Pick this up and then we deal with those. Gold Captain's presence is required. Okay. Great fire. Allies deal 10% damage with meltdown fire weapons. Oh, okay. It doesn't soft lock us from anything. Fellowship of the Void, Coercion, and Xenos lower 5. 6 provisions. No brainer, honestly. Okay. Decree the diligence, don't care about that one. Complacency, efficiency. What a 15 strength power armor. I kinda like it. Yep. Execute. Great. Okay. 40 plus Dogmatic, 6p. Okay, we don't need to worry about that anymore. Yeah, we have 80 people now. It's just like, yeah, we probably have enough now, yeah. Willpower and resolve. Yep. Orbital Dockyard. Pelican. We actually have enough for it. Mechanical trade. Okay. Does this actually require crucible, orbital dockyard? Shipyard, engineers. Okay. Crucible. Raise Muse. Okay. We can only have one of these. What do we have here? Great Fire. Okay, that's that. Great Fire. Captive Xenos. Herald. Damage against Xenos. Lightbringers. 18 people. Whenever an ally is healed for the first time in a round, increase damage. Okay, fair enough. What do we have here then? Colony Bastion. Don't care about the Imperial Navy that much, honestly. 20k. Bastion. Okay, so that's the whenever the wearer attacks any cell radius around them with a ranged weapon, you can deal 13% more damage. Loyalist Garbo. The wearer has not moved their turn. The cover efficiency. I think we're going this one here, honestly. Xenotech. Get that. How is it here? Penal Battalion, so that's that one. Fellowship of the Void. We need a bit more. Whenever the wearer performs a non-burst attack with a pistol. Yeah. Duration 60k. You know what? We're going this one. Penal Battalion. Mechanism. Okay. We actually need mechanisms now. So we're going mechanical trade. Okay. 29. Not bad. Orbital shipyard on. Okay. What do we want here? That is a macro cannon dealing 5 shot. Serpents and boss collides, barrels with holy, complete chronicle exploration. Lave collect worlds of servants. Medium range broadside macro cannon, shooting 5 per shot. Sacraments 15 movement speed. Cannot care about that. The wearer gain +1 psi rating. As long as the wearer has 100% wounds, they deal 20% additional damage with psychic powers and staves. So it's in between Sky Barrier, 20k rep, or this. Okay. Lightbringer. We actually need Prometheum. Okay, we actually have 1 spare, and we have Prometheum here, so we can do that, no problem. Provisions. Okay, what do we have here? All collision caused by the Thunderhammer pushing by 300%. A target hit by the Thunderhammer must make agility or fall prone. 9 people. Wimmer armor. Whenever the wearer hits a human enemy, the enemy gain 1 stack of perplex. Effect for 2 rounds. 6 plus deflection. 5 base armor. Okay. 5. All non-allies gain 5 to all characteristics and skills. It's actually kind of good, I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of good.
Lord Captain, there has been an act of sabotage on Kaiva Gamma. The cult of the Final Dawn has invaded the planet, cultivated a pack of schismaticals in the bowels of the manufactorums, and set them upon us. The attack was so sudden that we almost lost all the workshops, but we had help. Some entities, already being called data angels, have invaded the cogitational network, seized the cogitators and servitors, and used them to repel the first onslaught of the schismaticals. Now there is a fierce struggle taking place all over the planet. The new sphere of the world is boiling.
How did the cultists infiltrate my world?
This was a part of a coordinated attack that hit the entire expanse. The heretics must have been preparing for a long time. Thanks to the fact that the planet had been thoroughly purged of the corrupting influence of Cubist Delphim, the cult now has nowhere to hide and no collaborators on the planet. They have utterly failed to compromise our world's defenses.
What do we know about these data angels?
Not much. They are machine spirits, beings born from the art of data's mything. They charge into battle chanting the same binary mantra that the participants of Procedure 0C chanted. But there are not many nodes where they can reside. Perhaps because we destroyed the cells used in Procedure 0C, this is quite beneficial to us, should we choose to refuse the aid of these strange creatures.
I wish to hear the opinions of my
The manufactorums of Kaiva
advisors.
Gamma are equipped with backup cogitators to ensure the continuity of production in an emergency. The severity of the situation authorizes the disruption of the service algorithms, and I am prepared to sanction a ritual that will allow the data angels of the Omnisar to absorb the cogitator's computing power to combat these wicked spirits.
Okay.
The tactics playbook for putting down planet-wide revolts has just the thing for this. We begin by ordering a series of cascading power blackouts, thereby forcing the cultists to redeploy their troops away from any manufactorums that have gone offline. The data angels are sure to follow them. The schismaticals will respond by trying to gain control of the power distribution hubs, where the tech priests will have set traps to eliminate all the intruders.
Security. Terror of Kiva Gamma. Machine creatures, Necron creatures, and really feature deal less 10% less damage to Rogue Trader and allies. Data Angel, all allies blessed with perception and 10% armor common. You know what? Pascal sanctioned the ritual of bonding with the backup cogitators.
The request to perform the sacrament is accepted and will be fulfilled immediately. Having gained access to the cogitational reserves and after being infused with power, the data angels charged at the schismaticals. The hordes of data spirits were tech exorcised and exterminated, and the afflicted mechanisms purged and restored. The tech priests gave praise to the Omnisar for protecting the production algorithm from severe disruption. After banishing the schismaticals, the data angels withdrew into hiding inside the cogitational networks, leaving the servants of the Omnisar to guess at who or what these beings were. Lord Captain, the Crucible's great sculpting is underway. Foulstone is being transformed right before our eyes into a fertile world with lush groves and clean water. However, there is evidence that the Crucible has also created humans. From the mouth of the relic came several thousand people who, speaking an archaic form of Low-Gothic, demanded to be given orders. They cultivate land, build houses and production facilities with obedience and, in general, have a remarkable range of skills and knowledge. However, it seems that these people completely lack their own free will, and for this, the monks have named them Touched. There is a split among the faithful, though many call it a miracle sent by the Emperor himself and want to quickly put the Touched to work. A part of the population is frightened by these soulless creatures born from the ancient machine. They demand that the planet's learned men intervene in the great sculpting and find a way to stop the production of the Touched.
How dangerous are the Touched?
They do not appear to pose a threat. The autopsy of several specimens has shown that they are physiologically identical to ordinary humans. No traces of corruption or Xeno influence were found either. However, their obedience is a double-edged sword. They obey any orders without knowing or caring who gives them. And thus, nothing prevents a cunning intruder from bending them to their will, creating an army of obedient slaves or spies at their disposal.
What think my officers and advisors?
They were begotten by the relic of Saint Cognatius, which means their existence pleases the Emperor. Your people must be reminded that it is so. Arrange a public ceremony of tonsure to initiate the Touched into the Order of the Hammer and a service dedicated to reading parables about the acts of Saint Cognatius and his followers. Why don't you make the first move and assemble a mighty force from these Touched ones? If they are so obedient and diligent, then they will make fine troops. Assign a loyal commander to each squad to keep an eye on them, and these strange people will turn from a threat into defenders of the Imperium. Lack of will. Registering a high probability of manufacturing failure within the Crucible's sacred processes. It is recommended to dispose of the finished batch of units and halt production of new ones. The algorithm of the Great Sculpting requires further examination.
Wisdom extractor, all allies gain critical hit chance. You know what? Fuck it, we'll listen to Ulfar. Yep.
But do pick loyal commanders who would be ready to die for your cause. Eat Vata. The Touched did not resist their newfound fate, nor any other order, for that matter. They were not particularly skilled at warfare, but they were obedient, dutiful, and most importantly, indifferent to their own deaths. Soon, the first regiments were taken to orbit on void ships and dispatched to other areas of the Protectorate, as well as to the rogue trader's own flagship.
Okay. We're fighting these. We're fighting these. I want to do the foul zone event and see what that is, and then kind of want to call it for today. My neck is currently killing me. I don't know what it is. It's hurt like fucking hell though. So just... yeah. You think that's going to make a difference, huh? No, I can't shoot them straight up. Oh, too bad. Okay, we're doing that. And then we're doing that, pumping maneuver, pumping, moving over here, and then we can let loose with that. Yeah, no, we're doing that. With that. Let's go there. Okay, and now we're here. Not much longer. Okay, let's do that as well. Yep. How much health? Okay, 130. Don't mind if I do. It's not going to make a difference, huh? No. Okay. Planet cleared from the Xenos filth. Or sector cleared from the Xenos filth.
New information has arrived. Lord Captain, we managed to detect a residual heat signature on one of the continents of Santiol's Pride, but there is no clear indication of its origin. The crew is waiting for further instructions and praying for the souls of the deceased with extraordinary zeal.
Dispatch a rescue team to the world. They better not return without survivors.
The order is clear. The rescue shuttles have been dispatched to the suggested evacuation points and the likely locations of hidden bunkers. Is there anything else you desire?
Tell the crew to get ready the shuttles. Let us not delay and begin explore of this dead world.
The helmsman's sour voice fills the channel again. If you are so eager to freeze your esteemed ass off, Lord Cap'n, who are we to object?
Oh, don't mind if I do. Don't have any melee. Do we want Agatha? No, we do not. We're taking Kybella. I do not recognize it. Is this the... This might actually be new. I don't think so, but it might be. Okay,
The
Kybella.
web serves.
You... What was it we were going to do with you? What was it we were going to do with you? Agility. Bloody Mess. Anytime I avoid character scores a critical hit. Yep. Veil Blades. Cost. I think Veil Blades is the one to go for. Demolition? Demolition? Athletics. Catalyst. Every melee attack a character makes reduces the target's armor point until the end of combat. This reduction applies before damage is calculated in stacks. I think... Death Warrant. Whenever the enemy suffer toxic damage, nope. Burning damage. Every single instance of execution is damage over time effect. Damage equal to more than 10% of the maximum penalty gain. Yeah, enemy suffering from damage over time effectively. Penalty. Agility, I guess. Weapon skill. Whenever the Blade Dancer parries a melee attack while under the effect of Veil Blade. Okay. Yep. Okay.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Angel of death, you hail from a world blessed with danger, one that
A delicate young
nurtures
woman lies
mighty
curled up in a
warriors.
snowbank like a living statue.
This place,
Her thin hands are
anything
clutching
like
a
your
silken
home.
blanket.
Written passage issued. Signed Harbor. Okay.
The frost here is like that of an ice.
Okay.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
The snow clearly shows the trail of a body being dragged and reveals several pairs of footprints. Judging by their shape, none of them belong to a human.
Yep.
Time to die, monkey. Your words mean nothing to me, for I speak the language of the retribution. Are you challenging me, Phil?
I hunger for battle.
No. Let's do that. Okay.
Cubs play. None can do this better than a wolf. Feel the icy bite of death. My hand is thunder. My strength is ruin.
A dance of blades and shadows. As honor ordained, let your soul be purged.
Okay, we're doing it that way now.
Brings me no pleasure. I shall not fail.
You will not withstand my vengeance.
Only 9 damage? Okay.
Explorers know one route. Forward. My vow is vital function successfully terminated.
Hey.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Oh, they...
Is that all you've got?
Okay, we need to do that.
Glory. Let's see to it.
And that.
I need a foothold.
Okay. Where do we... He's hiding behind there. Okay. And then... Kick it over.
See, die in disgrace. Wolves reign. By the wolf's eye. Perish.
Ultimate, and then... Ulfar, what the fuck did just happen?
So shall it be.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Okay.
Emperor, give me strength.
Take care of the Blade Master there, if you don't mind, Cassia.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Okay.
If I may,
My artifice is unsurpassed.
isn't this a job for the serfs?
May the divine's
What
will
is
be
that?
done.
Oh,
Rejoice in service. The Emperor commands.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
take care of it.
As duty demands.
Hunger beckons.
In the name of
Give it a
House
Elias.
Orcelio, I shall
Death is a
prevail.
blessing.
Okay. And we're leveled up.
My faith is my shield. Heresy grows from idleness.
Master Tactician marks an enemy if the enemy is killed by the Master Tactician. His allies before the Master Tactician next turn. Gain 5 momentum. Finish the job can only be used on enemies with unfinished business. This applies to enemies where attacked by Master Tactician's ally. Master Tactician immediately attacks the target with a single shot. That does not cause an attack. Okay, yep. Ballistic skill. Okay, Pascal. For 1 round, the service skill Swarm gains Fellowship Intelligence, trigger signal if the service skill is destroyed. Don't really like any of that. Strength. Ulfar Perception. Perception. Yep. No. Going here. That's what we're getting. Willpower. Sort of faith. Okay, yeah. Assassin makes an attack. Weapon skill. Exaggeration. The executioner immediately inflicts bleed on an ally. Executioner replaces 30%. Okay, so that might actually be good. Awareness skill, it also reduces the enemy's dodge. 115 dodge. Okay.
Know your duty.
Thank Russ for my sharp senses.
Skull, open it.
Unlocked.
Success is an irrefutable certainty.
Weapon skill, 300% more damage. Okay.
Speak, Edvater.
Warning. Harboring traitors to the Imperium is punishable by death. May the faithful partake of the Emperor's immortality and find solace in his
With
crimson
each
embrace. Spread the word, brothers and sisters, the feast has begun.
My Auspex has detected something.
That was a problem for you.
Okay, so the Eldari is here. Okay. I have done everything I possibly could. I'm gonna flee the cursed world. Oh. Those were the ones we found, right? Darling S and D. No, might not.
Javas, may the immortal Emperor guard you with his grace. I have done everything I possibly could. Grab Anjet and Jolanta and flee this cursed world as soon as possible. I left the writ of passage and some savings in our secret cache at the Spire of Pride under one of the wanted posters.
I do what I must.
May the Master of Mankind bless Acticus for his assistance. I still have unfinished business at the department, so we will reunite on footfall. Your loving brother, Lamprecht von Grotten.
Okay, we have to the Spire. Okay, we're going this way. Yeah, they are just torturing him. I do not like it.
Unlocked.
Operation successful.
Stay faithful and you will be rewarded. The Divine watches over us.
Come on. Disarm the trap, please.
There.
What is that?
An augmented old man with insane eyes stares out at you from the poster. The caption below reads, "Wanted for idolatry."
Searching is my observance.
Just as he ordained.
I don't know if that was a good or a bad thing what we did, but we did it.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Depending on the climate within the hive, warm or cold air is circulating within the pipes. The box is filled with rubbish and frozen bones. Letters, decrees, and torn
Know
propaganda
your
posters
duty.
have been used as kindling.
Just as I was taught.
I will cast you into eternal darkness.
Okay, so that's servitor there. Harold, Olfar, Cassia, Henrix, Pascal. Okay. You have the armor penetration weapon? Yep, you do.
I bring mercy.
That's
and
the most
retribution.
efficient place for you to be.
As honor ordains. No. The shadows will see it done.
Okay. Dodge.
Trust
What?
me.
Fuck it. Okay. So, doing that
So
first.
shall it be done.
Into that.
Actions will speak louder than words.
If I do
None
that.
can do this better than a warrior of the All-Father.
No, that's wrong. Oh. Anyway.
See how the wolf succeeds. Fight of death.
Okay.
Wolves reign.
Okay.
Rejoice in service. And so shall it be done. Rejoice in service.
Do you get that now?
The Emperor, you have been judged and found wanting. Actions will speak loud. Let my fury rain down upon thee.
Okay.
Request approved.
I think that's the best shot we can take here, right? Yeah.
Running binary combat is an equation. Your life is a negligible variable.
Well, okay. Do that. That. And then we do...
But of
Dodge in.
course, Lord Count, the Inquisition sends their regards. Naturally. Your reckoning is due.
Okay, that's one down.
I won't object to it.
Okay.
For the throne's glory.
Good. So, it's now your turn. You're going to...
My instincts tell me to refuse.
do that. that.
Wolves reign! None can do this better.
Okay, and we're doing another one. Now it's your turn. Okay.
Wolves reign. Cubs play. None can do this better in disgrace.
Step aside. The navigator is coming. Isn't this a job for the serfs? Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
No.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
As honor ordains, I shall not come. The other side awaits.
Hey. The faithful continued.
Even as ice sculptures, the faithful continue to beg the Emperor for salvation.
Unlocked.
Oh, we got Eagle. Wear boost gains strength bonus parry while wearing light armor. That could be interesting.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Whatever. What? What's in here? It's goods. Okay, just goods. Thought it might be something interesting, but no. This is the problem with me in this game. It's just, oh, I'm just going to do this. Oh. And now, an hour later, pretty much, it just, yep.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Notes in life of the Hala despite.
The holy xenocide is its own reward.
You'll suffer exquisitely.
Okay, let's do it like this. Yep.
See how the wolf
The art of pain.
so it shall be.
Continue the.
I will carve runes out of your bones.
Emperor is on our side.
I think it's the best thing to do. Just move out of the way and just... And literally just...
Let's see to it.
I will tear your heart out.
Naturally.
Okay.
Focus, Van Kellogg's. Focus.
Death is a blessing. Trust me. As the tenants demand, come, the other side awaits. The shadows will see it done.
Woe to you!
I shall not fail.
You call this a strike?
No. I call it stab.
Rejoice in service!
Corpse
I can hear her whisper.
Feel the icy bite of death! Wolves
Yes.
I will not be deterred.
What happens if we just do this?
And so shall it be done. Rejoice, your corrupt way has failed you. And so it shall be done. Rejoice in service.
I'll show you the real pain.
Yeah, I just remember
I
why I
will not
don't
be
do that,
deterred.
because bolters have a 100% crit chance when I use them.
Unbearably painful. Isn't it?
Damage to bulk.
No! These rupee flashes are choking me. Lesser creatures.
Pain of this mere mortal flesh means nothing.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
You unleashed my fury.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? Face the navigator's might. I am a navigator, not a servitor. Try to die with grace, at least.
Vulnerability analysis successful.
Okay, fair enough. That's good.
Your last stroke of luck.
Slaughter. Kick.
None can. I will carve runes out of your bones. Wolves rage.
Straight.
So it shall be. Die in disgrace.
Okay, can we get... We can get a fair bit over here. Okay, great. And, bye.
By claw and fang, the foe will be torn asunder!
Bullshit.
Don't dishonor the wolf with such tasks. Corpse play. I will carve runes out of your bones. Die in disgrace. I will carve runes out of your bones.
Always mark as cargo. Always mark as cargo. Always mark as cargo. Always mark as cargo. They put up a fight. They put up a fight.
The Divine watches over us.
Can we find something else down here? Not really.
It might be reached with proper climbing equipment. The God Emperor silently gazes down upon the once teeming streets.
Proper climbing equipment. The way they said it is not really something we should care about, in my opinion. Well,
Thousands of bodies have merged into frozen snowdrifts, covering streets as far as the eye can see. It is unclear whether the formations occurred naturally or if somebody purposely piled the corpses up.
no, they piled them up, I'm pretty sure.
The chapel's massive doors are sealed by ice. The pale bodies of priests can be seen under its glacial surface.
Impure Xenos, I will drown you in your own screams. Do not
Medusa?
plead for swift death.
Okay, so sharpshooter, warrior Medusa, sublime.
My warp sight reveals something.
Pain. I'll tear your heart out.
Stygia, my Karamite hide is strong! It's better to hunt alone than with you!
I don't know what those are, honestly.
As honor ordained, my blade whispers your name. As the tenets demand, let your soul be purged. As honor ordained, caught by the web, let your soul be purged.
A work for a fleshcrafter.
Kill the Medusa. Ouch.
Out of my way!
Damage is negligible. My vow is to serve.
And put the healing on.
Parameters protect familiar units.
And
Running binary code line. I venerate
Okay.
Can do better than a warrior of the
Plan is to just get more and more stacks on you through the combat.
See how the wolf succeeds. My strike is ruin. Cubs play.
If I may,
Here we go. Die in disgrace.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Goodbye.
Me? Another foe painted black. I am a navigator, not a servitor. Me, if you insist, Lord Captain.
Let's see to it.
I'll show you why navigators are feared.
I will leave footprints of scarlet.
You call this
Caught by the web. Let your soul be purged. Caught by the web.
last stroke of luck?
I shall not fail. Killing brings me no pleasure.
Okay. You did good.
I feel foul breath. Actions will another step towards our ultimate victory.
Okay, good. More goods. Goods. Disarm that.
The Inquisition taught me many things.
Let us walk this
That
path to the end.
looks like something that might actually be able to be looted. Might be specifically a Masai thing here, where you can just interact with them if you have him present.
Report a mutiny, get extra rations.
No suffering will make me forget his sacred words. Burn the heretic, kill the mutant, purge the unclean.
You have encased yourself in metal, priest. You may trick age this way, but you cannot trick death.
This unit's service life is not determined by entropic degradation. The Omnissiah determines all. He is greater than entropy.
The once majestic bridge for ritual processions was damaged when a civilian orbital shuttle collided with it.
Rejoice, rejoice, for in 10 turn the immortal emperor, bestow his grace upon them, us, and embrace our brothers and sisters so they can serve him, holy Terra.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
A faded inscription states the gate leads to the temple quarter, but the rusted mechanisms and seals on the locks reveal this entrance hasn't seen any use for many years. The flying Xenodevis emits an unnatural light. Strange forces are making it float freely in the air.
Easily done.
Save your jests about fur, fleas, and marked territory. I heard enough of them.
What is it, rogue trader?
What torments you? No sleep, no rest. Only duty,
The Emperor
only
protects.
You are in the presence of House Orcelio.
The holy Xenocide is its own reward. I will revel in your pain.
A incubus. Okay, so that's probably the only thing that is dangerous to us. Probably. Carbolite, incubus, then Cassia. Okay.
malice drives me.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Mine now.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
The undesired vulnerability analysis. Successful. Running binaric override.
Be careful not to cross my gaze. I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Pay for this in
Very
blood.
nice.
You're suffering. I won't go down easy.
Martyrdom is the reward.
Oh, fuck's sake, Henrik went down.
Bow to me.
Okay, Cassia, it's time for you to just murder them again.
Death comes in silence. The shadows will see it done. As the tenants, death is a blessing. As honor ordained. I shall not favor. You will pay for this in
Okay.
blood. I can hear the whisper.
My group is at least good. If one dies there, we can just kill everything anyway.
Rejoice in service. The Emperor commands. And so shall it be done.
So shall it be.
Not withstand my vengeance!
Wolves reign! Fenris shoulder! None can do this better than a warlord! You have become the All-Father's worthy instrument! My hand, I will cut roots out of your bones! Comes play! I challenge you, damn get. Wolves reign.
I'll show you the real
Okay.
blade.
Can I shoot it from here?
My
No,
enemies
but I can
shall be
shoot them from...
crushed like dust beneath my feet. Actions will speak louder than words. This can't be over. I won't suffer this.
Okay.
Our foes reek of cowardice.
I'll return the pain tenfold.
The divine watches
Watching the
over us.
lazy handle sacred
Go on.
technology breaks my heart.
Whose innards need take leave of their gut?
Add to cargo. Ouch.
Don't frighten me!
There is only death, yours or mine.
Don't care about that. You can also go there. You are also that grenade. I kind of like it to
With
keep.
each step,
Somebody tried to make a sculpture by draping a body with artfully frozen intestines but gave up halfway. Frozen in a huddled pose, the corpse stares at his icy, shattered limbs in disbelief.
Yep. There's nothing here.
Freeloading is a straight route to the Underhive.
let us walk this path to the end.
Thought there would be something more here, but I guess not. We got a few upgrades for Glato and stuff like that, but we didn't get anything major from this. But to be fair, it's just cool to explore. Might unlock some dialogue option with Shora when we talk to her.
May the faithful partake of the Emperor's immortality and find solace in his crimson embrace.
Know your duty.
Spread the word, brothers and sisters, the feast has begun.
I guess we are heading back then. Back to the planet. How are we? We actually have a ton of stuff going on. So we might actually need to...
A delicate young woman lies curled up in a snowband like a living statue. Her thin hands are clutching a silken blanket.
we might actually sell a bit and then call it. Because I think we are going to actually call it. If we go to Footfall, that's probably an hour or two just there. So I kind of don't want to do that. Yeah, roughly 2 hours. Danrock. Where are you, Danrock?
The high factotum Janris Danroke greets you with a cool smile and the merest hint of a bow.
Pleasure to see you, Lord Captain. How may I be of assistance?
Don't care about the painting, don't care. Goods and transportation, yeah. Harmonious. The wearer's heavy weapon attacks gain 50% damage, but never critical hit. No, that sounds absolutely horrendous, honestly. Iron grip. While the familiar is adjacent to them, they successfully passes any testing combat. Okay. Dogmatic sellout. The wearer cannot fail a willpower or a toughness test in combat. The wearer 50% armor if the toughness is more than 70. Fucking god. And it's a medium armor with 70 armor. That's a lot. Hymn of Vengeance. War Hymn and Furious increase fire rate of the bolter by the number of enemies affected by. Okay, fair enough. Undertaker. Highland Treadable. That gives us 7k. Sort by type. Highland Tradable. We're doing 2 gifts. Bit of miscellaneous. Okay, that's enough for us to get that. What is that? The wearer can spend all their movement to move. Movement do not trigger attack of opportunity. At the end of movement, the wearer automatically performs an area attack with primary weapon. I don't know how I feel about that one, honestly. Those go straight there. And we also have a holy gift. That also goes straight there. That's 1300. That's enough for that rank. Type. Wielder gains +1 defection reloading. A shotgun costs 0. Where gains tech use, logic, there we go. That's really good, honestly. That's really good. Because Pelican is like, ooh, we have a lot of things we unlocked here because of buildings and things like that. Okay, fair enough. I'm not going to say no to that. Automatically passes coercion tests. Flash. Incinerator. If each critical hit scored with a weapon inflicts warp burn. Okay, that's interesting. Whenever fails a demolition skill test, they immediately reroll using agility instead of a... Okay, that's also kind of good. Whenever the wearer pushes the target, the wearer's next attack against the target gains 10% damage. Yeah, we're not going to make use out of that. Iconoclast Fanatic reduces the hit chance of all ranged weapon made against the wearer and their ally by 24%. So if you're going for a damage psyker build, it's either Dogmatic or Dogmatic or Heretical. Well, obviously, I've seen a ton of really good things for Iconoclast as well, man. But they're either more defensive or melee oriented. That's where I saw it. We haven't gotten it yet. Okay, fair enough. Type. Torture. This weapon deals 30% more damage against stun target and 20% more damage against staggered. Okay. Bone Shatterer. All physical damage dealt to the target hit by the shotgun gun is increased for. Okay. Steel Guidance. 25%. The wearer targets an ally with an ability. They gain plus melee damage. Okay. At the beginning of combat, the wearer gets a medkit and onslaught ability, which reproduces the effect of a medkit and onslaught consumable, costing 0 AP. Each of these ability can only be used once per combat. The wearer successful single attacks inflict stun on target for 1 round. Okay. If the wearer attacks a stunned enemy, the nearest target becomes stunned. Okay. Whenever the wearer suffers a trauma, if possible, all allies immediately attack their near. Okay. Armor against Xenos. Cultist armor. Final chord. When shooting the last shell in this shotgun, ignores armor. Okay. That's the scarf that gives psi rating. Any armor. What is willpower? 20 plus 4 times willpower bonus. So pretty much a naked build. Okay. Fellowship of the Void. Pelican. Let's do that. Drilling Strike. What is Drilling Strike? Target attack makes toughness resistant. If failed, permanently open on the ground. Okay. Acrobatics. The start of the combat, the wearer gains a stack of acrobatic tricks equal to their movement speed. These stack can be used until the end of combat. The character can spend acrobatic tricks to reroll attack, miss, dodged, parried, or avoid attacks. Okay. Heretical follower, toughness against demons, 15 armor. Yeah, no. Last gun deal additional 32 damage with enemies more than ballistic skill. Okay, so we are almost full this. Iconoclast wearers is immune to critical hits as long as there is no bottom enders prone through the entire combat. Okay. The wearer becomes the least priority as long as they have no adjacent enemies. adjacent allies. That is an upgrade. Okay. Yeah, you can make an argument for a lot of things here going in cargo, honestly. Every time I see something totally stupid, I always think back to this. I just saw all the swords and it's like, yeah, no, I'm not going to use any of these. And I almost always think back to when I was playing World of Warcraft. In the guild I was in, there was a rogue that collected fucking druid staffs. Why? Because fuck druids. That is pretty much what he said. One druid hurt him once and he took it out on every single druid he met through the game after that. He was not going to... Yeah, no. That was the thing. He was not going to let any of those get anything after that. People hold grudges, that's for sure. I haven't even put points in Hadrin. Was it Janus? No, Dragonus? Might have been Janus. Phoebus? Where was the power armor we saw? I'm pretty sure we saw power armor somewhere, right? Oh, that we're actually making it. Okay, fair enough. 15 strength. Anyway, that is going to be it for me today. I want to wish everyone a good night, and I hope I see you guys around. I'm hoping my neck is not that bad tomorrow, so I actually can hopefully stream a bit longer, start a bit earlier. Good night.